Yes, friends. Now in the same in continuation of the roots, okay, and this is my 13th lecture or 13th root number. In this 13th root number, we have taken three similar words, and their meaning is just about similar. Okay, that we take and receive, and the words are cap, 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 or sep, cep, sep, and sept, cept. These three are taken from mostly. These are from Latin, okay, Latin words, or etymologically they are from Latin, okay, and their meaning I'll just talk about that, what they are taken from. For example, capable, right, capacious, those two words are also taken from the origin of Latin language, that is capax, capax, capax. So capacious, capable means containing power, having something which can be contained. To having containing power, that means capable, capacious, right? So those two words from Latin capax, 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 and these three words. First cap word is not to be, is not similar to cap, which means head, captain, like captain. Okay, that word is something else. Captain means head. That cap that has in other origin. We will talk about that later. But now at the moment we are taking this cap. This cap means cap is taken from capier, capere, capier, from Latin root. Okay. Etymologically, this word cap is not that cap which was for head. Okay, or head means captain. For example, captain is a head of a higher rank in a defense or ministry. Okay, or military. Now let us take this cap. So this cap is taken from capier, capere, capier, from Latin language. And this cep, sep is taken from sapi, cepi, sapi. That is also from Latin language. Means take and receive. Okay, or receive, especially receive. For example, reception, receptive. Okay, receptive. Number of words we have taken here. So from these words we will just understand that what are their meaning, how they are taken as similar meaning, take and receive. Okay, so from these words which are taken here, that will clarify what is the meaning of these words. Okay, this root is also very important. You will find that this is also found in number of words. Okay, 30 to 40 words you will again add in your vocabulary. Okay, so increasing your vocabulary is not a very difficult task these days. Your roots, prefixes, suffixes are so much valuable things which are going to give you a lot of vocabulary. Okay, so now let us take this 13th number, which is, and the last one is cept. This sept is taken from this word cept, sept, from septus, that is also from Latin language. Okay, septus, sepi, and capier. Okay, all the three from Latin root, and their meaning is take and receive. So this I will talk about. Let me take these words one by one, otherwise lecture will be lengthy then. Okay. So we are taking here, I'm just talking about something. Let me first talk about, this is 13th root number, and the word is cap. Cap, let me take them together. CEP, sep. Okay, and CEPT, sept. So this word is taken again from Latin. That means take. Both, all are meaning same. Take, receive. Take or receive, all are meaning the same thing. But first cap, as I have told you, cap is taken from Latin word. What is the Latin word? That capier, C-A-P-E-R-E, capier. But if I take capacious, this word is taken from capax. That means capable to retain something. Capacious, capable to retain something. To retain or to receive. again to receive or to retain. Okay, so this capex what capacious, capable also. So in this way, capacious, capable, this is from this Latin root capex. Okay, so this capex word, from this capex it has been taken as this root. So this is very important one. Okay, so capacious, capex. So capex word is from, first is taken from capier, or this capacious. If I take capacious, capable, then it is taken from capex. Both are Latin root. Okay, so this is taken from the Latin root capier or capis or capex. This is about cap. Now let us talk about CEP, sap. And sap is also taken from Latin. Taken from Latin word. What is that Latin word? CEPI. Sapi. Okay, sapi again. Sapi means take or receive. To take or receive. Take or receive. Same thing. Take or receive. Sapi. This is Latin root sapi, from where sap word has been taken. Okay, originated from sapi word. Then is the last one, CPD. Sept. Sept is taken from, again Latin, is taken from Latin root. What is the Latin root? The word is Latin root word is CEPTUS, septus. Septus word. Again that means to receive. Sorry, to receive. Okay, so this is septus word, to receive something. This sept word is also taken from Latin. So capier, CEPERE, capier, CAPERE, capier. Cap, the first letter has been taken, the first root has been taken from Latin. Second from sapi, sap is taken from sapi, CEPI, and the third one is taken from septus, CEPTUS, septus. All three are from Latin language, from Latin word, Latin origin. So etymologically, they are all three have been taken from Latin. Some French roots are also. The words are, when we are adding some French roots, they are making different types of words also. Okay, so some of them I'll talk about from which French word has been taken. Okay, so that I'll talk about. But Latin and French, these two languages are mostly found in English dictionary. Okay, so you have to just imagine about these words. Mostly you can just judge whether they are from French language mostly or from Latin root. Latin root, French root, Greek root. These three are mostly found in English dictionary. Okay, so this is just for your kind of information. Just receive these words and just try to write some more words from them. Okay, some parts of speech. These are suppose noun, verb, adjective. This is capable word, capable or capacious word was adjective. Similarly, we can find from noun, verb, adverbs, or adjective, noun, etc. Okay, these four parts of speech are easily found out. In that way, let me take now these words. These words one by one. Let me take. So all the three. This is the 13th root number that I have already written down. 13th root number. Sept. Now letter number 1. Right. Word number 1. What is captive? CAPTIV. Captive. This is noun here. Captive, one who has been seized. For example, I have a captive is a thief, a criminal. So one who has been seized or enslaved, as a criminal has been enslaved. Okay, a jailed person, enslaved person. So that is captive. Who has been kept as a captive? Mostly the people who are antisocial elements. They are taken as captive. Captive means they are seized, they are enslaved, they are under the caretaking. Otherwise they can spoil the society. They can do something wrong in the society. That is captive. Captive word is one who has been, or one who has been, one who has been seized. One who has been seized. Now you will say that why this word is one who has been seized, S-E-I-Z-E-D, seized as a slave or enslaved, right? And enslaved, seized and enslaved. Slave means kept as a slave, servant. Okay, slave. The person who is enslaved. The one who has been seized and enslaved. That person is known as captive. Okay, second one. Let's talk about captor. Now again, over and er. When ending word is er or over. Er is the person, one who receives. Captor is the person who gives. That kind of thing is here. One who seizes and enslaves. Right? His captor person is one who keep the captive under him. That is the captor. The person is keeping the person enslaved. And who is enslaved? That is the captor. C-A-P-T-E-R, captor. Okay, or captive. Captive and captor, ER. That person is that. Okay, but captor here is the person, one who keep the person enslaved, or who enslaves the person. That is captor. Captor is the person one who keeps the control of the person, a criminal or a thief, etc. So one who seizes and enslaves, that person is captor. It is very important word. As I told you the difference OR and ER. OR mostly the person who does the activity upon other. One who seizes other, that person is captor. It's a noun here. One who seizes or enslaves. One who seizes or enslaves. The person is not enslaved, but he is enslaving other. That is the captor. Right one is, this is the second word, very important one. Then capture. What is capture again? These 3 or 4 words are taken 3 words based upon cap, C-A-P. And this is capture, C-A-P-T, U-R-E, capture. Again, this is verb. Capture means to get possession of something. Take or to get possession of. Capture means to capture a criminal. Capture means to get possession of, to capture a thief, right? To get possession of, right? To keep possession of, or for example, okay, capture a thief or a criminal. Capture a criminal. Capture a criminal. So capture a criminal. Capture means to enslave a person, or to get possession of a criminal, of a person, to get possession of something, or mostly the illegal thing, to get possession of, to capture a thief, for example. Okay, so this is here 3 words: capture, captor, and captive. All the 3 very important words based on the first root, cap, C-A-P, cap. This is receiving, taking possession. Okay, so this is how taking possession of something, enslaved. The person who is enslaved, he is taken under siege or under receiving, or we have received him. Next is 4th one. The 4th word is captivate as a verb. This is captivate. Again 4th word also. The 4 words are taken based on cap, CAP. This is captivate. Captivate, VAT. This is captivate verb here. Captivate verb. To get. This is to seize. Captivate is to seize something. To seize or captivate someone with charm. Captivate is something positive. To captivate it with something with charm. That person is captivated by her, by that lady, due to her beauty or due to her charm, due to her charm of his speaking, through her charm of his smile or whatever. I mean, his activities are very much charming, very attractive. The person is captivated by her. Captivated means anybody can captivate. A child can captivate another elder person. A child is very funny, very attractive, and very intelligent one. But his activities are captivating some, or has captivated me, for example. Okay, a child has captivated me due to her activity, due to his activities. Okay, his activities are very much wise or very much full of wisdom, we can say. Due to her wisdom, due to his wisdom, a person is captivated. To captivate a person, captivate, to seize. But in this seize is not mostly negative, it is positive. Captivate something with charm, with attraction, whatever. Okay, so this is captivate word. Captivate means to seize. S-E-I-Z-E, seize, G-E, to seize or captivate. For example, captivate someone with charm, or charm, with charm. Captivate someone with charm, with beauty, with attraction, with wisdom, with wiseful activity, with tricks, whatever. Okay, so this is how captivate, to seize. This is how seize, to seize, captivate someone with charm. Seize means this captivate a person is a verb undoubtedly, but this captivate is not negative. In this case, positive. Due to charm, the person has been captivated. Okay, so this is fourth one. Let me take the fifth one. Now fifth word says accept. Now second one, A-double-C-E-P-T, accept. This add is converted into C before C-E-P-T. C-E-P-T, sept. If we add A-C, then accept. Accept means to receive something. This is verb here. To receive. To receive. To agree to. Right? To agree to. This word is. So accept. Add has been add is working as X. X is converted to AC, not AD but AC. Before C, before M. Right? So that same word is repeated. So like B also assemble or enable. Right? So I'm sorry. This is accept verb. Accept means to receive, to agree to. To receive, to agree to. That is to receive, to agree to. This is accept means ac and sept. Ac is a prefix here, which is add or which is just equivalent to add. Add something, sept something. So this is to receive, to agree to. Okay. This is fifth word. Now sixth word. So this is based on sept, C-E-P-T, second word. Or it may be the third one also, C-E-P-T, sept. Okay, so accept. Then sixth one, deception. This is D-E-C-E-P-T-I-O-N. Deception. Deception. This is deception here. Noun. Deception. Act of deceiving somebody. Okay, or taking by fraud, deceit. Right? That is deception. Deception means taking by fraud. Or taking or receiving by fraud. Taking by fraud. or receiving by fraud, taking by fraud or deceit. This is deceit also. Taken by fraud or deceit. D-E-C-I-P-T. D-E-C. Sorry, this is deceit. D-E-C-I-P-T. Deceit. Deceit. I'm sorry, not a deceit, but deceit. This is due to deceit. D-E-C-E-I-T. Deceit. Not a decept, but okay, this is deceit here. Deceit means a fraud, or taking by fraud. So this is deception. So the person has decepted me, or he has taken my money through deception, through deceit here. Okay, so this is sixth word, deception. The sixth word we have, okay, illustrated or discussed about what is deception means. Now, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, okay, 4 words are left. Now, what is 7th one? Exception. What is exception? 7th one. E-X-C-E-P-T. I-U-N. Exception. This is noun here. Exception noun. Yeah. Exception is something left out in general, of general use. That is exception. This is exception. This thing is exception. Otherwise, usually all things are used, but this is exception. This is not used. Out of use. So out of general use, you may say. It taking something left out of general use. This is actual definition. Something. Yeah, this is something left out of general use. Okay, general use. What does it mean? That this is exception. Okay, you are the exception, others are taken into consideration. You are the exception. I mean, or the person is not going through the general rules. He is the exception. This person is having extra quality or whatever. He is a hero. He is left out. He is not passing through all the examinations, but all other people are passing through the examinations. So this is left out from general use, general examination procedure or whatever procedure. So generally, examination procedure is not being passed through by this man, because this man is the exception. So anything can be exception, that is left out of the general use. Others are passing through the general use, but this one is exception. This is the extra one, is not or abnormal one, you may say, or not normal one, but out of the normal category. So that is exception. Now let us take the eighth word. Now eighth word is insect. Let me clean this. Okay, now eighth word is intercept. This is intercept. C-E-P-T. Intercept. When we are take aside, okay, or before arrival, to hinder, that is intercept. To take aside or to interfere something. To intercept means, this is noun here. Sorry, this is verb here. Intercept. I'm sorry, this is verb here. Intercept. Right. Intercept means to take aside. Yeah. Before arrival. What does it mean? Before arrival. To take aside, intercept. Whenever something is happening, we are intercepting in between. We are interfering in between. To intercept means to stop something. Okay, through the normal procedure. So we are interfering in between, intercepting. That means to take aside before arrival. Means whatever the process is going on, before this process is going to be completed, we have intercepted it in between. We have stopped it in between. So interfering or intercepting something. So this is to take aside before arrival. That means anything which is going to be reached, which is going to be completed, but in between we have take it aside. We have interfered it. Okay, or it is not completed due to our interception. Intercept is means to interfering something or stopping in between, taking aside something before arrival. That's the actual word here. But that means this interfere or intercepting something in between. Take aside before arrival. That means to hinder, to stop something. To hinder word is also there. To hinder. Okay, to stop something before completion. That is the point. Then ninth word, let me take susceptible. What is susceptible? Susceptible. Adjective here. This is adjective. Susceptible. susceptible. That is susceptible. This is susceptible here. Adjective. That means impressionable. Susceptible to beauty, susceptible to beauty, impressionable. Susceptible means impressionable. That means, let me express this word, impressionable. That means susceptible to, right? Susceptible to, or susceptible to beauty. We have taken one example here. Susceptible to beauty means the beauty is not perfect. Susceptible is doubtful, right? Susceptible to beauty, that means is not completely beautiful. Susceptible to beauty means susceptible. That means it is impressionable, is not completely pure, is not completely 100% true, right? It is susceptible to beauty, for example. This is susceptible to beauty. That means beauty is not perfect. It is susceptible, doubtful. So susceptible, doubtful, these words are there. This is ninth word here. Let me take the 10th word, which is the last one. So, and these words I am taking, which are just clarifying these roots word. Then conception. 10th word is, what is conception? This is, let me take the particular word. Conception. This is noun here. Conception. What is conception? The process of forming ideas. What is concept? Conception. Noun. To concept means what is your concept? What is your interpretation from this thought or this thinking of mind? What do you intercept? Sorry, what do you concept? What is your concept of this idea? What is your thinking? Your thoughts? The process of forming ideas, right? What is your thought process? The conception means the process of forming ideas. This is the proper word. Forming ideas. What is your basic thinking power? How do you think about this thing? What is your basic concept of this? The conception means the basic idea, basic thinking about something. That is basic conception. Conception is basic idea or thinking power. Okay, conception is thinking power or finding the logical view of yours from that thinking or thoughts of that thing. That is how the process of forming ideas. The process of forming ideas is conception. What is your concept of this? So make your own conception. In this case, for example, now I am doing this, all these things I am just teaching here, right? I am just describing or expressing all these roots here. So whatever your conception is there, what is your forming idea? How do you form your own ideas, your own word power or vocabulary? That is up to you. So your conception is, what is your conception of forming the idea? What is your capability or the process of your forming ideas? So your conception is maybe something different than that of mine. Whatever I have thought about that is very important words, making your roots very perfect or for making your vocabulary stronger. Roots, prefix, suffixes are very much required. They are the basic things, okay, for forming the sound vocabulary or very strong vocabulary, okay, or immediate or perfect vocabulary. So that's roots, prefix, suffixes are, this is my concept or this is my conception. Your conception will be different one, but this is my suggestion that if you are making conception as similar to mine, you will be a perfect person after going through all these roots process. Because after that you are forming your own words, your vocabulary. You will think about, you will think twice before reading the dictionary, because then you would think about parts of the speech. Which is this parts of the speech? Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition.